Imagine living where every breath is a struggle, every meal a victory, and survival is a daily test. Welcome to humanity's high-altitude frontier, where resilience and adaptation shape every moment. At nearly 4,000 meters above sea level, Lake Titicaca is home to the Uros people, masters of survival on floating islands made entirely from totora reeds. For centuries, these islands have drifted gently atop the highest navigable lake in the world, a testament to the ingenuity and resilience of the Uros. Here, life is shaped by water, wind, and the ever-present reeds that form the foundation of their existence. Their homes, boats, and even furniture are crafted from these reeds, but the islands constantly decay, demanding fresh layers every week. The process is never-ending. Each day families gather armfuls of totora, weaving and stacking to keep their islands afloat. The scent of fresh reeds fills the air, a reminder of the delicate balance between nature and human effort. Life here is a cycle of rebuilding and adapting, where nothing is wasted and every resource is precious. Old reeds are recycled, woven into new structures, or used as fuel. The Uros have learned to read the subtle signs of decay, responding quickly to keep their islands strong and secure. The sun scorches by day, the cold bites at night, and the thin air makes every task harder. The weather here is unforgiving, temperatures swing wildly, and the high-altitude air leaves even the strongest breathless. Yet the Uros endure, their daily routines shaped by the rhythms of the lake and sky. The Uros rely on the lake for food, fishing daily from handmade reed boats. These boats, light yet sturdy, glide across the water as fishermen cast their nets at dawn. Fish and water birds provide sustenance, connecting the people to the lake in a cycle of give and take. Children learn to swim before they can walk, helping their families secure meals and maintain their floating world. From a young age, they are taught the skills needed to survive here: how to weave reeds, repair boats, and read the moods of the water. Childhood is spent in harmony with the lake, their laughter echoing across the reeds. Storms can destroy weeks of work overnight, so the Uros read the wind and water, always ready to act. When dark clouds gather, families work together to anchor their islands and protect their homes, drawing on generations of knowledge to weather each storm. Their bodies have adapted to the altitude, thriving where most visitors gasp for air. Years of living at high elevation have made the Uros strong and resilient, their lungs and hearts accustomed to the thin air and challenging conditions. Sunburn is a constant threat, so they use natural pigments and cover up to protect their skin. Traditional clothing, woven from local fibers, shields them from the harsh rays, while natural ointments soothe and heal. Despite the harshness, community is their anchor. Families work, eat, and laugh together, their bonds as strong as the reeds beneath their feet. Every meal is shared, every task a group effort, and every celebration a reminder of their unity. The Uros' resilience is a testament to human ingenuity, turning instability into a way of life. Their creativity is seen in every detail, from the intricate designs of their boats to the clever ways they reinforce their islands against the elements. Here, survival isn't just about fighting nature, it's about moving with it. The Uros have learned to listen to the lake, to adapt their lives to its moods, and to find opportunity in every challenge. Their story shows us that even the most unstable ground can become home. Through patience, skill, and a deep connection to their environment, the Uros have built a life where others might see only uncertainty. On Lake Titicaca, the Uros prove that adaptation and unity can conquer even the harshest environments. Their traditions, passed down through generations, are a living legacy of survival and hope. Their floating world is a living example of how people can thrive where most would never dare to stay. The Uros remind us that with creativity, cooperation, and respect for nature, even the most challenging places can become a home full of life and possibility. In the remote valleys of northern Pakistan, the Kalasha people have built lives on narrow terraces, their homes and fields perched on the very edge of the world. Here, the land is both a challenge and a sanctuary, shaped by ancient glaciers and the relentless passage of time. Clinging to mountains carved by giants, the Kalasha have learned to adapt to a landscape that is as unforgiving as it is breathtaking. Every stone and path tells a story of survival and ingenuity. Winters are brutal. Snow seals them in for months, and supplies dwindle until the first thaw of spring. The cold is a constant companion, testing their resolve year after year. Yet, the Kalasha endure, gathering firewood, preserving food and relying on each other. Every task is a communal effort, every resource carefully managed to last through the long, harsh season. Their culture is vibrant and unique, shaped by centuries of isolation. Distinctive clothing, intricate jewelry, and ancient customs set them apart from the world beyond the mountains. Bright costumes and joyful dances light up even the darkest winters. Festivals are a burst of color and music, a celebration of life in the face of adversity. These gatherings are more than just tradition. They are a lifeline, weaving the community together and passing on stories, songs, and laughter from one generation to the next. Ingenious irrigation channels bring water down the mountainside, making every harvest a hard-won victory. The Kalasha have mastered the art of coaxing life from rocky soil, turning barren slopes into fields of grain and fruit. Markets are days away, so the Kalasha craft tools, clothing, and medicines from what the mountains provide. Their skills are born of necessity, honed by generations who learned to make do with what they have. From herbal remedies to hand-carved utensils, every object tells a story of resourcefulness and deep connection to the land. Landslides and avalanches threaten their homes, but the Kalasha rebuild and persist. Each disaster is met with determination, as neighbors come together to restore what was lost. Children learn to read the weather, find safe paths, and live in harmony with nature. Their education is practical, rooted in the rhythms of the mountains and the wisdom of their elders. These lessons are survival itself, passed down in stories, songs, and daily rituals that shape the next generation. Community halls fill with laughter and song, rituals mark the seasons, and connection is everything. In these gatherings, the Kalasha finds strength and joy, no matter the hardships outside. The Kalasha's resilience is both physical and cultural, rooted in stories and wisdom passed down for generations. Around the fire, elders share tales of ancestors, teaching courage and hope. Every challenge brings a lesson, every hardship a reason to celebrate. Their gratitude for each small victory is woven into the fabric of daily life. Their way of life is a triumph of adaptability, flourishing in the cradle of the mountains. Together, they transform adversity into opportunity, and isolation into unity. The Kalasha show us that survival is about more than endurance. It's about spirit, tradition, and unity. Their bonds are their greatest strength, holding fast through every storm. In these hidden valleys, humanity's adaptability shines brightest. Here, the human spirit is tested, and it prevails. The Kalasha remind us that even in isolation, community and culture can thrive, and that the heart of a people beats strongest when it is united by tradition, hope, and the will to endure. In northern India's high-altitude deserts, survival means turning barren land into home with sheer determination. The sun scorches by day, the cold bites by night, and water is a rare treasure. Livestock, yaks, goats, sheep, are vital, but they too struggle for every mouthful. Springs are fiercely guarded, every drop cherished. Homes are built from stone and mud, thick-walled to trap warmth and withstand the elements. With little wood, dried animal dung fuels every hearth. Nothing is wasted. Farming is a gamble, only hardy crops like barley and potatoes survive the short growing season. Every harvest is a celebration of hard work and hope. Community is the key to survival. Neighbors share resources, repair homes, and help herd animals. Traditions are woven into daily life, with songs and stories by the fire teaching survival skills. Religion and ritual offer comfort. Stupas and prayer flags dot the landscape, symbols of endurance. These high-altitude herders prove that grit and knowledge can turn even the harshest desert into a home. Their story is one of ingenuity, resilience, and the power of community. In this unforgiving land, survival is a shared achievement. The desert tribe's way of life is a testament to human adaptability. On Ethiopia's rugged plateau, life is carved into the very rock. Generations have built churches and homes into cliffs, creating sanctuaries where faith and survival are inseparable. At Lalibela, monolithic churches rise from stone, monuments to devotion and human will. The air is thin, nights are cold, and water must be fetched from distant springs. To reach these sanctuaries, villagers brave steep paths and sheer drops, hauling supplies by hand or donkey. Within rock-hewn walls, communities gather for worship, song, and shared meals. The churches are lifelines, offering protection and unity in a harsh landscape. Ingenious cisterns and channels capture every drop of scarce rainwater. Legends and stories bind people together, inspiring resilience through generations. Children learn to navigate cliffs and honor traditions, their laughter echoing through stone corridors. Despite hardship, beauty endures, golden sunrises, ancient prayers, and peace close to the sky. Ethiopia's cliffside communities show that with faith, ingenuity, and unity, humans can thrive even where the world is carved from stone. In the heart of central Greece, Meteora's towering rock pillars rise dramatically from the valley floor, crowned by ancient monasteries that seem to float between earth and sky. These stone sentinels have watched over the land for centuries, their presence both mysterious and awe-inspiring. For generations, monks braved dizzying heights to reach these sanctuaries, relying on ropes, ladders, and baskets, each ascent a true test of faith, endurance, and courage. The journey was perilous, but the reward was spiritual sanctuary, far removed from the chaos of the world below. Life here is stripped to its barest essentials: crisp mountain air, the ever-present wind, and a breathtaking world that stretches far below. The isolation is profound, offering a unique perspective on both nature and the soul. Monks rise long before dawn, their days shaped by a rhythm of prayer, work, and deep silence. Each morning begins with devotion, as the first light filters through ancient stone windows, illuminating centuries-old rituals. Every meal is hard-earned, with food and water painstakingly hoisted up the sheer cliffs from the valley below. Supplies are precious, and nothing is taken for granted in this remote world. Small gardens cling to the cliff edges, coaxing life from the shallow, rocky soil. Here, monks nurture vegetables and herbs, tending to each plant with patience and care, making the most of every inch of arable land. The monasteries themselves are marvels of human ingenuity, built stone by stone, designed to withstand the relentless forces of time and nature. Their architecture is a testament to perseverance and vision. Though isolation is the norm, a strong sense of community endures. Monks share burdens, support one another, and form unbreakable bonds through shared purpose and daily life. Today, tourists from around the world marvel at Meteora's wonders, gazing up in awe at the monasteries perched high above. Yet the spirit of this place remains unchanged, rooted in awe, humility, and resilience. Here, strength is found in silence, courage is forged in adversity, and purpose is discovered in the simplicity of daily rituals. The quiet moments are as powerful as the dramatic vistas. Meteora stands as a living lesson, showing that the human spirit can rise to any challenge, no matter how daunting the climb. Even on the brink of survival, humanity finds meaning, connection, and hope. The bonds formed here are as enduring as the rocks themselves. Between heaven and earth, the monks of Meteora prove that we can not only survive, but truly thrive, even in the most precarious and unlikely places. Their story is a timeless testament to endurance, faith, and the extraordinary heights of human possibility. A reminder that, with purpose and unity, we can transcend even the steepest obstacles. These high-altitude communities show us that resilience is more than endurance. It's ingenuity, adaptation, and unity. The wildest places teach us the most about ourselves. Out here, on the edge, we discover what it truly means to be human. Which of these incredible places would you dare to visit or survive in? Let us know in the comments below.